आज हम प्रीलिम्स 2023 की स्ट्रेटेजी के बारे में बात करेंगे। ओके, सो देयर आर रफली 60 days नाउ इन योर प्रीलिम्स। आई थिंक इट्स May 28th। तो अप्रोक्स आपके पास 60 days है, और 60 days में आपको क्या स्ट्रेटेजी रखनी चाहिए, वेयर टू फोकस ऑन विच सब्जेक्ट्स, एंड हाउ टू अटेम्प्ट test papers, how many test papers to be attempted. Broadly, in his first thing, that what should be your strategy for the 60 days. Okay, so we have around now 60 days, and now you will have to divide those 60 days into weekly timetable, where 1 week, one subject. You can put it like this. Or if you are very comfortable in one subject, then you can just keep 4 to 5 days for one subject. For example, I was comfortable in environment, so I used to give only 3 days for environment revision. Now, what all do you have to cover? So, it is always the foundation of the selection is that you have to revise your basics only. Do not go for new material, not for at least any extra material other than annual magazines. Many annual magazines are also coming in the market. If you want to read them, you can. And if you want to skip them and only stick to your notes, current affairs notes, or your monthly magazines, then also you are free to do so. There is no compulsion that you have to go for the annual magazines compulsorily. Okay. सो आपको पहले अपनी मंथली मैगजीन्स वगैरह, जो भी आपका करंट अफेयर्स वाला पार्ट है, वो आपने अब उसके आपने न्यूज़पेपर से खुद के नोट्स बनाए हैं, फिजिकल नोट्स, ऑनलाइन नोट्स बनाए हैं, या फिर आप किसी कोचिंग का, किसी इंस्टीट्यूट का जो मैगजीन रेफर कर रहे थे, उसी को आपने अंडरलाइन कर रखा होगा, उसी को आपको वापस से रिवाइज करना है। ओके, और सेकंड थिंग जो मैंने बोला कि आपको अपने बेसिक्स से स्टिक होना है। अब बेसिक्स में आपका कुछ भी हो सकता है कि आपने एनसीईआरटीज ही की हो, आपने कोई स्टैंडर्ड बुक की हो, या फिर आपके खुद के नोट्स हो, या फिर आपने कोई फाउंडेशन कोर्स ज्वाइन किया हो, उसके अंदर आपने खुद नोट्स बनाए हो। तो आपके जो भी बेसिक्स हैं, जिसे आप बार बार अभी तक रिवाइज करते हुए आए हैं, बस उसी को रिवाइज करते रहिए। आपको कुछ भी एक्स्ट्रा नहीं करना है। पर सब्जेक्ट आपको मिनिमम 2 सोर्सेज रखने हैं, जिसके अंदर आपका एक बेसिक होगा बिल्कुल, और एक स्टैंडर्ड होगा। उसके ऊपर आपको नहीं जाना है। उसके ऊपर फिर आपको देखना है अगर कि हाउ वेल यू आर परफॉर्मिंग, तो उसके लिए आपके पास टेस्ट सीरीज होती है, टेस्ट पेपर्स होते हैं, वही आपके लिए सफिशिएंट होंगे। अभी मैंने चीज बोली ना, इट इज लाइक सक्सेस मंत्रा, कि ये फर्स्ट और लास्ट थिंग है जो आपको हमेशा माइंड में रखनी है। अपना रिविजन करते रहिए। अब जो 60 डेज है, उनको आप सब्जेक्ट वाइज आप एक लिस्ट बना सकते हैं कि आपकी क्या क्या सब्जेक्ट है। जैसे मैंने ये किया हुआ था कि हिस्ट्री को मैंने 4 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया हुआ था, एंशियंट, मेडाइवल, मॉडर्न एंड आर्ट एंड कल्चर। अब इसके लिए हम ये डाल सकते हैं कि आपको पर सब्जेक्ट कैसे कितने डेज देने हैं। तो आई वॉज नॉट वेरी गुड इन एंशियंट एंड मेडाइवल, और मैंने ज्यादा उसको पढ़ा भी नहीं था, तो आई गेव जस्ट 1 day टू एंशियंट, टू मेडाइवल। मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री के लिए मैंने पढ़ा था अच्छे से, मुझे ज्यादा टाइम चाहिए था, तो आई गेव 2 days फॉर दैट। फिर आर्ट एंड कल्चर के लिए और 2 दिन दे सकते हो। ये मैं तब बात कर रही हूँ जब ये आपका फाइनल रिवीजन हो, आप फाइनल स्टेज पे हो। लेकिन अगर ये आपका बस सेकंड थर्ड रिवीजन है, यू डोंट हैव मच कॉन्फिडेंस इन यू अबाउट दैट सब्जेक्ट, तो आप उसके लिए ज्यादा टाइम भी ले सकते हैं। लेकिन ये मैं इसलिए बता रही हूँ ताकि आप अभी एक रिवीजन कर लें, एक रिवीजन राउंड, और फिर आपका एक और सेकंड रिवीजन राउंड भी हो जाए आपके टेस्ट के साथ ही। ओके, आपने हिस्ट्री डाल दिया, उसके बाद आप एनवायरनमेंट डाल सकते हैं। तो एनवायरनमेंट के अंदर आपके पास क्या क्या सोर्सेज है, मैंने उसको भी डिवाइड किया हुआ था। एनवायरनमेंट और फिर उसके बाद 3 फॉर्क बनाए हुए थे उसमें। एक तो मुझे एनसीईआरटी रिवाइज करनी है, अपने नोट्स रिवाइज करने हैं, और पीआईबी वाला जो मैं करंट अफेयर्स देखती थी वो रिवाइज करना है। तो यहाँ पे ये 3 चीजें हो गई कि ये 3 चीजें मुझे करनी है। अब आप इनको भी डेज अलोकेट कर सकते हैं कि एक दिन आपने दे दिया, इन टोटल एनवायरनमेंट को आपने 3 दिन दे दिए। ओके, उसके बाद आपका पॉलिटी आ गया। जैसे फिर पॉलिटी के लिए एक हमारी बाइबल है लक्ष्मीकांत को आप कितने दिन देना चाहेंगे? 2 दिन दे सकते हैं, 3 दिन दे सकते हैं, डिपेंड्स अपॉन विच राउंड ऑफ रिविजन यू आर ऑन। ओके, और फिर उसके बाद सेकंड आपका करंट अफेयर्स हो जाएगा, या फिर आपने और भी कुछ शॉर्ट नोट्स बनाए हो जो आउट ऑफ लक्ष्मीकांत है, तो उसको भी आप रिवाइज करने के लिए आप 2 दिन रख सकते हैं। तो ऐसे करके इन टोटल आपके 5 days हो जाएंगे पॉलिटी के। इसी तरह आपको साइंस एंड टेक हो गया, आपका मैपिंग के लिए आप एक अलग दिन दे सकते हैं पूरा। आपको जो भी जितने भी सब्जेक्ट्स अभी तक आपने पढ़ा है, आपने खुद ने जो पढ़ा है, उसके लिए आप ये दे सकते हैं। और ऑब्वियस थिंग दिस इज नाउअडेज की सीसेट को आपको इग्नोर नहीं करना है। सीसेट बहुत बहुत नहीं, लेकिन सीसेट पहले की कंपैरिजन में टफ होता जा रहा है, और द बेस्ट थिंग इज कि यू जस्ट हैव टू स्कोर 33%। सो इसीलिए आप सीसेट को भी इक्वली उसको टाइम दीजिए। सीसेट के लिए आप ये कर सकते हैं कि आप हर दिन 2 घंटे दे सकते हैं। ये कर सकते हैं कि उसके लिए अलग से कोई डेज नहीं आप अलॉट करते हैं अपने टाइम टेबल से। आप बस डेली के 2 घंटे उसमें दे सकते हैं। अब उन 2 आवर्स में आपको क्या करना है, प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स करने। सबसे पहले सीसेट के लिए सबसे पहली चीज यही है कि आप प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स दें, उसके बाद मार्केट में अगर कोई मॉक्स आए हुए हैं तो वो आप दे सकते हैं। अदरवाइज पहले आप 2013 में सीसेट स्टार्ट हुआ था, तो आप 2015 से भी स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, वॉट एवर सूट्स यू। अभी 2000 आई वुड से कि 2018-19 से सीसेट और ज्यादा टफ होता जा रहा है, उसका लेवल, डिफिकल्टी लेवल थोड़ा अलग होता जा रहा है। तो इसीलिए आपको जो लास्ट 4 इयर्स के क्वेश्चन पेपर हैं वो तो करने ही चाहिए। लाइक आई थिंक दैट इज मस्ट फॉर सीसेट, ताकि आपको अभी का यूपीएससी का स्टैंडर्ड पता चले सीसेट वाला। तो उसके लिए आप प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स कर लीजिए, और उसके बाद भी इफ यू आर नॉट इफ यू आर नॉट satisfied with your score, you are not even getting 90 marks. So 90 marks, I think it should be the threshold for you. Okay, so it should be a threshold for you कि 90 marks तो I should get. And if you are getting less marks, then I think again go to if you have written somewhere formulas, or for comprehension you have written some rules, or there are some like any videos you want to watch, so you can do that thing. Okay, and again, if you are you want to attempt more mocks, then you can go for some institutes mocks for CSET, so that your CSET is well prepared. Now, if in the 60 days you will do only revision, that is also not a prudent strategy. I think along with the revision only, you have to attempt your full mock test now. You should start now. See, this is high time. You have just 2 months. That to last 7 days. I don't even count. I don't even count with you. That is just to cover your leftovers. Okay. So I think you can keep in mind that if you are starting now, uh, see, everyone has their own a set of papers ki I want to give a 30 full mock test or 40 full length test. Depending upon that, you can make your timetable. But now, if you are starting now, or just you just have 60 days, so I would recommend that you can keep 25 full length tests with you. So go for full length test. Then those full length tests you should give at least weekly, twice you can give, or thrice in a week. It completely depends upon you. The average time one test takes is 6 hours. So 2 hours when you attempt and 4 hours when you analyze this. See, analyzing the paper is as good as attempting the question, and I think it is more important than attempting the whole paper. In those 4 hours, you will read the solution key, you will you will highlight those things which are important or which are new to you. Some facts you will encounter now in the test series, which you will think that the whole year you did not read about this, or you haven't even heard, but it might be there somewhere in the current affairs, but very less highlighted. So you are reading for the first time, but this might be important for UPSC perspective. So for those things, highlight those, or you can make short notes. You can I used to use sticky notes for anything which I could not memorize. So you have to crumb things up in UPSC preparation. At least for prelims you have to do, and even for mains you have to gather some facts, some data. So crumbing up things is one part of UPSC preparation. Okay, so like this, you can analyze. Now, after attempting the question paper, how to know that what is your average? How many questions should you attempt? When will you be close to the cutoff? So for this, my thumb rule was that I gave 10 tests, and then I used to analyze my scores. I used to make one graph for myself only, that when I am performing well and when I am at my optimum level. So for this, what you can do, give 10 mock tests and write everything. Like, okay, so you can write the name of the institute also. You can write the test paper also, that these many subjects were included. However, I'll recommend you only to go for full length test. Okay, so write the question, how many questions did you attempt? Then how many short questions were there? So these around 35 would be that you were sure that this is the answer. Then there will be some 50-50 questions also. So where you have eliminated two options and you were confused between two. So these many 50-50 questions you attempted. And then some pure guesswork, or there only you could only eliminate just one option. So these three categories you will create. There you will see how many questions did you attempt, how many you got wrong, how many you got correct, and then finally how much marks did you get. So in some paper you might get 80, 90, 95, then 100. So whatever is your score, just match it with your accuracy. How can you calculate that? How many questions did you get wrong, did you get correct, or how many questions divided by how many questions did you attempt into 100. So I would not comment upon that what should be your accuracy, but I think that um, depending upon the nature of the question paper, and also how did you attempt, like how many questions did you attempt. But I think you should get around 100 marks. 100 is minimum, but I would not say that in every case it would be true. Some tests might be very difficult, some tests might be very easy. So one solution for that can be that your friend group is there. You will be preparing in a peer group. So just if you are four of them, then you all give the same test and decide, and then at the end share with each other that how many tests you are getting. So what should be the average? Get the average of those four people, and then I think there that average can be set as your cutoff, and you can see that where you are standing. But here again, I don't mean that you should compare yourself to your friends. I'm just asking about the average. And plus, if you are enrolled in any test series or you are giving open mock test, then in open mock test, however, you will get your ranking, that how these many students appeared and you are at this rank. Or you have enrolled to Enlight IAS, then also I think they also provide your ranking. Plus, they also provide the analysis in which subjects you have given the how much time you have given or how many questions did you get correct. Okay, so by this analysis you can see that in which subjects you have a strong hold. However, you will know that, but still after this analysis also you can get that on which subjects you should focus more. Now irrespective of your individual interest and your individual intellect, I'll discuss about the important subjects in prelims which has more weightage. Now this is I'm saying on the basis of my personal analysis of prelims paper of last 10 years. So see, the first very important subject which I would say is polity. It has no substitute. Even if you are not getting it, or any problem is there, you have to read polity, you have to memorize things. Okay, you have to understand it. Because polity, it in general, it may contain from 60 questions to 20 questions. It is a major chunk. It is like 1/5 of the paper. So polity is the most important subject in this. Then second is economy. Now economy, see, the catchy thing about economy is that what question they ask in the prelims is very basic questions, based on the very basic facts or concepts. They actually work on concepts. So once you have understand the concept, then you can easily apply that concept. And what is the impact of increasing CRR, or what is the impact of inflation or on these banking these terms are there, or repo rate or something. So these concept based things you can easily get right. And plus one more thing is there that from economy also you might expect from 12 to 16 questions, and these might be also overlapped with your geography section or with your environment section, which is nowadays UPSC is doing very frequently, that they are overlapping subjects. You cannot exactly say that this is from this particular domain only. Okay, so the second was economy. Now the third I would say is environment. In environment, I also include its current affairs, plus UPSC also overlap this with geography thing, with disaster management thing, because environment can include the pollution, air pollution or water pollution, or the disasters related to these. Even man-made disasters, or these greenhouse gases, all these are included with geography part also and disaster management part also. So again, environment is very important. You again from environment you might okay. So again, with from environment you can expect around 15 to 20 questions, and of course the large thing in everything is your current affairs. Now, see, you cannot classify any question that this is purely based on current affairs or not, because what UPSC does is they take the current affair. For example, anything going in news. For example, there was this COP meeting last year in around November. So they might ask the question from some COP 15 also. They might ask the question about UNFCCC. So you cannot say that this is not from current affairs and this is just from some core basic thing. Or one more example, that in economy, see, this Adani thing was there. So Adani Group shares everything. They won't ask directly, but they might ask something about SEBI, about its act, about its regulation. They might also ask about the that chronological sequence UPSC used to ask, that which act came first. So they might give this RBI, SEBI, ED, PFRDA, that arrange them in chronological order. So it might be from somewhere. The UPSC will link the current affair like this with the core thing, so that you can get the question from your concepts or from your basic material. That's why I'm emphasizing upon your basics only, that how important it is to revise your basics, the base material. You might think that the question won't be asked, but trust me, if you have to do guesswork or you have to use concepts in some questions, then that will be coming only from your knowledge of your basics, the core thing about that subject.